Hello.
Yes, sir.
What is the class for today? Guys, which subject?
The
Hello?
subject is SQL.
SQL. Any idea of the SQL? Guys?
No, sir.
Anyone?
SQL stand for structure query language.
Okay.
It is used for fetch the data from database, update the data
Hmm.
in database. It is used
Okay.
basically for updating, deleting data in database.
Okay. Very good.
So basically
And,
connected to relational database, and we have stored the data in a tabular form, just like to approach and fetch the data to connect it to another language also and create the modules.
Okay. Others? Very good.
sir, it is a query language because in
Structure query language or query
structure query language, but
Okay.
it is not programming language because we cannot create the function in SQL.
Okay.
So basically we can do 5 operations here like create, read, update, insert and delete.
Okay. This is nothing but data manipulation, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But who is the inventor of the SQL? Guys, who is the inventor?
Sir, Chamberlain.
Hmm?
Chamberlain.
Yes, there are two persons there, Raymond Weiss and Donald Chamberlain,
Oh, okay, sir.
and developed in the year of the 1970. And company name of IBM company, right? IBM researchers.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the history of this SQL. Okay, guys, how many types of SQL statement? Guys, make the headings on your notebook. Open the notebook and make the headings. Types of SQL statement. Guys, I'm starting from the basic. Okay, I'm starting from the zero. Those who have any idea to just staying and see. Okay, and those who are not any idea, then you will get understood, right? I'm starting from the scratch. Just try to understand and write down the notes. Then whatever I will write, I'll give the notes. Then this kind of question only they will ask in the interview. And if you understood the basic, then only you will able to write the code or program in this industry. You just try to understand, guys. Okay. And whatever the required software, then I will let you know then you have to install. Then we will work on the my SQL workbench, or we can work also the Oracle. Okay. You
Okay.
just open your notebook and write type of SQL statement. Done, everyone? Hello.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. See, DDL, give the number 1. Give like this and number 1, and give the DDL. DDL. What is the full form of DDL, guys? Any idea?
Data definition
Data definition language.
Yes, Then after that, write down within the bracket data definition language. Right? Done, everyone? Data definition language.
Yes.
Sir.
Okay, then inside this, you just give the arrow signs. Create, first one create, then second one alter, and third one drop, and fourth one grant. Fourth one is grant. Okay, and fifth one is revoke. Revoke. Okay, and fifth one is revoke, and sixth one analyze. Okay, analyze, and seventh one audit. Audit, 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 audit. Okay, then eighth one is comment. Done, everyone? Inside this data definition language, you will see the create, alter, drop, grant, revoke, analyze, audit, and comment. Done till now? Everyone written?
Can you please repeat?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The trunket is also there.
Okay, create, alter.
Drop trunket.
Okay. First one is create. Second one is alter. And third one is drop. Fourth one is grant. Okay, then fifth one is revoke. Okay, and sixth one analyze. Okay, and seventh one, what is the seventh one, guys? Audit, right? Okay, audit, and eighth one is comment. Done till now, guys? This is the data definition language. If interviewer you will ask what is the data definition language, and what are the function inside this, what can we have to do in this data definition language. And after that, you just write down a database commit, database commits. Wait. Hello.
Yes, sir.
কে বলছেন? Hello. Okay. Then commits the transaction before and after DDL statement. Commit the transaction before and after the DDL transaction. Okay, after that write down this one. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Done, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Then after that, make the headings, and two, there is the DML, data. What is the full form of?
Manipulation.
The
Manipulation
manipulation language.
Manipulation language. Okay. And bracket DML. This is the data manipulation language. And make, and you just give the arrows language. Select, update, select. Guys, I have to write or you can write? I'm just telling you. Okay. Select, second on edge, update, and the third one is insert, and fourth one is merge, and fifth one is delete, and sixth one is call, seven on explain plan. Explain plan. Okay. And one more is there, lock table. Lock the table. Done there till now? Done. Shall I remove this one, guys? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then after that, you just write the note. User need to execute the commit. Okay. And roll back. User need to execute the commit and or rollback explicitly. Okay. To make the changes. To make the changes permanent in the database. After DML statement. You just write down, guys, then I will explain, then you will understood, right? You just write down the note. Okay, then after that, make the three, which is DCL, guys. What is the full form of DCL?
So data control language.
Very good. Data control language. DCL. Okay, then inside this DCL, there are two or three. There are commit and rollback and save point. Done till now, guys?
Yes, sir.
Sir, these
Yes, sir.
used in sir.
Hello. Who is this?
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
these statement used in transaction control language.
Transaction data control language. This is the format is the transaction control, right? And rollback also you can do in the data control language, and save point also you can do in the data control language. Understood? Okay, then what is database developer? Guys, any idea? So what is database developer? Definition. What is the database developer? Database developer.
Sir, actually creating the database using DQL.
Which are starting with the com.txt. For example, let's
For
say
example,
package, class, package. I'll write in a different package, com.infosys, com.infosys.
mhm.
Yeah, employee. I will write down. I will
Kandian Molupuri. We are not understood your voice. Your voice is lagging. Check the internet connections. Can you please write down in the chat? Drop the message in the chat. I am not able to understood your voice. Okay. Then what is the database developer? Database developer means what? Database developer will use database developer will use SQL then create and DB database and create table. Database developer will use to do the database developer will use in SQL and create and database and table. Okay. And database test engineer, what will do the database test engineer? There is the test engineer also there, right? The database test engineer. Developer in Java developer. Hello. How many of Java here? Raise your hand, guys. Okay. You are the developer, right? Only 3. Lots of people is there, but don't raise your hand. Okay. See, then database test engineer. Database test engineer. What is the responsible of database test engineer?
To manipulate the data.
Test engineer. Database
Sir,
test
Sir,
engineer.
providing
Okay.
the platform for testing and manipulation.
Okay. They will use SQL, okay, to do backend validation. Do backend validation. This is the responsible of the test engineer by using the SQL to do the backend validation. So what is the meanings of backend validation, guys? Any idea? What is the meaning of back-end validation? Hello. Back-end validation means what?
So testing and providing security.
Yes, the back-end validation means to check the whether front end data is correctly storing in the backend or not. टेस्ट इंजीनियर क्या करेगा? वो क्या करेगा? वो चेक करेगा जब फ्रंट एंड में वो डेटा डालेगा, वो डेटा क्या कर रहा है, वो बैक एंड में करेक्टली स्टोर हो रहा है कि नहीं, वही चेक करेगा, राइट? दिस इज कॉल्ड एज बैक एंड वैलिडेशन.
Sir, actually, this is can I say like we insert the data in the table like this.
Yes, guys, try to understand. When we storing the data in the software, just try to understand the software, but this data will get stored where? In the back end database. So test engineer will check the data is correctly storing inside this database correctly or not. If they will face some error or bug, then they will communicate to the developer. Developer, you have to do and you have to fix the bug. There is a bug, data will not store in the backend correctly. What you did? तो टेस्ट इंजीनियर का काम क्या है? वो सिर्फ बांस देगा. बांस समझते हो ना? बांस किसको कहते हैं? वो सिर्फ बोलेगा. हाँ, तो वो उसका काम ही है उसको ये नहीं हुआ, ये ठीक नहीं हुआ, ये कैसे कर दिया, ये काम नहीं कर रहा है, ये ठीक कीजिए. वो परेशान करके रख देगा डेवलपर. वो उसका काम ही है ये, ठीक है? वो चेक करेगा डेटा डाल के, हाँ ठीक है, डेटा स्टोर काम कर रहा है कि नहीं. वो कभी फिक्स नहीं करेगा, उसका बस की बात नहीं है कोई फिक्स करने का. वो सिर्फ चेक करेगा, अगर काम नहीं होगा डायरेक्टली कॉल करेगा, आपका ये वाला डेटा, ये वाला मॉड्यूल काम नहीं कर रहा है. मॉड्यूल में क्या होता है? देखो यहाँ पे सपोज मान लो एक सॉफ्टवेयर, ईमेल का एक सॉफ्टवेयर बना रहे हो. देयर सो मेनी मॉड्यूल्स देयर. ये क्या है? आपका लॉगिन पेज है ना, ये आपका लॉगिन पेज है. तो लॉगिन पेज में क्या आता है? पहले तो साइन अप कीजिए. ये आपका साइन अप पेज है. तो साइन अप पेज में क्या होता है? आपका फर्स्ट नेम होगा, यहाँ पे साइन अप रजिस्ट्रेशन करके एक ये आएगा. उसके बाद क्या आएगा? फर्स्ट नेम. यहाँ पे फर्स्ट नेम डाल दिया. ओके, द फर्स्ट नेम इज रिक्वायर्ड. इसको वैलिडेशन क्या करने का? रिक्वायर्ड देना होगा. उसके बाद लास्ट नेम. तो यहाँ पे मान लो जो वहाँ पे आपका डॉक्यूमेंटेशन दिया हुआ है, जो फर्स्ट नेम का वो रिक्वायर्ड होना चाहिए, सेकंड नेम भी रिक्वायर्ड होना चाहिए, और स्पेशल कैरेक्टर उसमें आप इनपुट नहीं कर सकते. ये आपका क्रेडेंशियल है, ये आपका वैलिडेशन है. तो वो चेक करेगा. अगर ठीक है, फर्स्ट नेम डाल दिया और स्पेस देके वो रन करके देखेगा. अगर रन हो गया तो ये आपका क्या होगा? ये आपका फॉल्स हो गया, क्योंकि वो स्पेशल कैरेक्टर ले रहा है. स्पेस का मतलब क्या होता है? आपका स्पेशल कैरेक्टर होता है. तो ये चेक करेगा. तो देखो यहाँ पे क्या ड्रॉप डाउन आएगा, जो हाँ उसका कंट्री सिलेक्ट करना है, स्टेट सिलेक्ट करना है, फिर उसका डिस्ट्रिक्ट सिलेक्ट करना है. हो गया. तो उसके बाद क्या आएगा? डेट ऑफ बर्थ आएगा. डेट ऑफ बर्थ का क्या क्रेडेंशियल आएगा? जो एक कंडीशन डाल दिया कि ठीक है, ये अगर 18 ईयर्स से ऊपर है तो एलिजिबल है इस फॉर्म को अप्लाई करने के लिए. और मैक्स एज डाल दिया, जहाँ 65 का, अगर बिलो 65 अगर होगा, लेस देन या इक्वल्स टू 65, तो इस फॉर्म को एज रजिस्टर करने के लिए ये एलिजिबल है. तो इस एज में इसको ये कंडीशन डालना होगा, ठीक है? तो ये चेक करेगा कौन? ये चेक करेगा आपका वो जो टेस्ट इंजीनियर, और यहाँ पे क्या करेगा, ये सबमिट एक बटन रहेगा। ये अगर सब क्रेडेंशियल आपका ठीक वर्क कर रहेगा तब टेस्ट इंजीनियर अगर आपका पीछा छोड़ेगा, तब तक उसको आपको बुलाएगा, नहीं हुआ नहीं हुआ नहीं हुआ नहीं हुआ। ठीक है, ये काम है टेस्ट इंजीनियर का। समझ में आया?
यस सर, यस सर,
यस सर,
आप लोगों को दलाल पता है? दलाल दलाल
यस सर,
वो
Yes,
एक तरह का दलाल है, दलाली का काम। डेवलपर उस डेवलप करेगा, वो सिर्फ उसका काम ये ढूंढेगा ये क्या है, ये ठीक नहीं हुआ, ये थोड़ा सा साइड में क्यों है, इसको सेंटर में होना चाहिए, वो यही बोलेगा। लेकिन उसके लिए भी उसको भी पैसा मिलता है। अगर अगर वो नहीं रहेगा तो तुम भी डेवलप ठीक से नहीं करोगे। ठीक है, सबका जरूरी है। तो ये है टेस्ट इंजीनियर। समझ में आया? ये टेस्ट इंजीनियर क्या है?
yes
हेलो,
sir,
Yes,
yes sir,
sir.
ओके ओके। सपोज आप लोग समझो जो एक फोन कॉल है, आपका डेटा कैसे स्टोर होता है ये समझना है। तो आपका फोन नंबर है, सबके पास फोन है ना? देखो ये आपका फोन नंबर है, ये ये आपका फोन का डिस्प्ले है, फोन। ओके, ये फोन है। तो इस फोन के जब कॉन्टेक्ट लिस्ट में क्या होता है, सपोज कॉन्टेक्ट रहता है, बहुत सारे आपका फाइल्स होता है, बहुत सारे फाइल्स है इस फोन में आपका। ठीक है, बहुत सारे फाइल। सपोज आप कॉन्टैक्ट ले लो, कॉन्टैक्ट, एक कॉन्टैक्ट है ना, एक कॉन्टैक्ट आपका लिस्ट है। तो इस कॉन्टैक्ट में क्या क्या होता है, पहले बताओ। आप लोग तो फोन नंबर सेव करते हैं ना, उसमें उसमें क्या क्या आता है?
Yes, sir.
हम्म
Name and mobile
नेम
number.
आता
नेम रहता है ना, तो ये आपका वन वन क्रेडेंशियल आपका क्या हो जाएगा, आपका नेम आ गया। ठीक है, नेम आ गया। तो नेम के लिए एक क्या हो जाएगा, एक टेक्स्ट बॉक्स आ गया, एक क्या है आपका नेम के लिए। और नीचे ऑप्शन रहता है क्रिएट कॉन्टैक्ट करके। क्रिएट कॉन्टैक्ट करके रहता है ना ऑप्शन, जो क्रिएट करिए, क्रिएट कॉन्टैक्ट। माउस से लिखा नहीं होता है कॉन्टैक्ट, क्रिएट कॉन्टैक्ट। उसके बाद आपके पास ऑप्शन होता है क्या, एग्जिस्टिंग कॉन्टैक्ट। होता है कि नहीं? जो देखो पहले वही नाम आपका प्रेजेंट है, तो आप क्या करेंगे, आप उसको अपडेट कर देंगे एग्जिस्टिंग कॉन्टैक्ट में। ऐसा ऐसा होता है ना कॉन्टैक्ट में?
यस सर,
Not sir.
हम्म
यस सर,
एग्जिस्टिंग कॉन्टैक्ट। ओके, तो एग्जिस्टिंग कॉन्टैक्ट रहता है, एग्जिस्टिंग कॉन्टैक्ट। उसके बाद क्या रहता है, आपका आपका ऑप्शन रहता है ब्लॉक करने का। और लड़की लोग बहुत करते हैं, ज्यादा परेशान करोगे तो ब्लॉक कर देंगे। हम्म तो आपका आपका एक भी ऑप्शन रहता है क्या, ब्लॉक का। और क्या, और एक ऑप्शन क्या रहता है, डिलीट करने का। ये हम नहीं रखेंगे आप तुम्हारा नंबर, झगड़ा हो गया डिलीट कर दो, चलो ठीक है, डिलीट। तो ये आपका क्या हो जाएगा, ये आपका क्रेडेंशियल आपका फोन पे है कॉन्टैक्ट, जब आप कॉन्टैक्ट लिस्ट में। ठीक है, तो मान लो ये क्रिएट कॉन्टैक्ट में आपने क्लिक कर दिया। ठीक है, क्रिएट कॉन्टैक्ट में, क्रिएट कॉन्टैक्ट में क्लिक करने के बाद क्या क्या आता है, क्रिएट कॉन्टैक्ट में क्लिक करने के लिए बाद क्या 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 आता है?
नेम, फोन नंबर, इस कॉलम आएगा।
ओके, देन फर्स्ट नेम,
यस सर,
फर्स्ट
फर्स्ट नेम सर,
फर्स्ट नेम का एक एक आपका टेक्स्ट बॉक्स आएगा, ऐसे करके आपका फर्स्ट नेम डालो। उसके बाद आएगा लास्ट नेम, आता है ना, लास्ट नेम आएगा।
यस सर,
ठीक है, उसके बाद क्या आएगा,
फोन नंबर,
और
फोन नंबर,
और क्या क्या रहता है बताओ ना?
फोन नंबर रहता है, ईमेल, ईमेल भी, जीमेल भी रहता है, तो ईमेल आईडी वगैरह, ईमेल आईडी।
ईमेल भी रहता है। अच्छा, ईमेल छोड़ो, आप फोन नंबर पे समझो ना, छोड़ो ना फोन।
ओके हाँ,
हाँ, तो फोन नंबर आ जाएगा, आपका फोन नंबर।
Type of the number.
अच्छा, आपका आपका टाइप ऑफ द नंबर भी आता है। तो बहुत सारे आप वहाँ पे आप देख लेना, बहुत सारी है। आप टाइटल भी दे सकते हो, ठीक है, बहुत कुछ है वहाँ पे, देख सकते हो, ठीक है। तो ये आपका क्या हो जाएगा, एंड सेव, यहाँ पे आपका बटन रहेगा क्या, सेव करके, सेव, सेव एक बटन है, सेव है। उसके बाद क्या रहेगा, ये कैंसिल, और एक बटन रहेगा कैंसिल, ठीक है, डाल दिया, हमको सेव नहीं करना, ठीक है, कैंसिल कर दे, ऐसा है ना। तो ये आपका क्या होएगा, ये आपका होएगा, ये आपका फ्रंट एंड डेटा हो गया, ये आपका फ्रंट एंड, समझ में है कि नहीं।
हाँ
ये
सर।
आपका, ये आपका
Yes,
फ्रंट
sir.
एंड, फ्रंट एंड, फ्रंट एंड का मतलब क्या है, जो आपको दिख रहा है, जो आपका डिस्प्ले पे दिख रहा है, वही आपका फ्रंट एंड डेटा है, ठीक है, ये आपका फ्रंट एंड हो गया। और देखो, और क्या होता है, बैक एंड, और एक, और एक डेटा होता है जो बैक एंड में काम करता है, बैक एंड में, बैक एंड, और एक आपका डेटाबेस होता है बैक एंड। तो फास्ट नेम करके क्या हो जाएगा, आपका एक कॉलम क्रिएट हो जाएगा इससे। आपका कैसे हो जाएगा, लास्ट नेम करके, लास्ट नेम करके आपका और एक कॉलम क्रिएट हो जाएगा। और क्या लिया था, फोन नंबर करके आपका एक कॉलम क्रिएट हो जाएगा, फोन करके, ओके। और क्या लिया था हमने, टाइटल, टाइटल करके आपका एक कॉलम क्रिएट हो जाएगा। तो ये डेटा स्टोर होता है ऐसे आपका डेटाबेस में, ठीक है। Suppose when I sending you the Google form, you just submit your attendance. There is so many data you have put it, right? That on the front end, but whatever the data you have put it, but that data is storing inside the backend in the Excel format. So that is called the backend data. This is nothing but backend, right? And you can call it as also database. Understood, guys? Understood or not? This is the backend and this is the front end, and this is your phone, and this is your credential. You have to put and storing the data inside this backend. Guys, understood or not? How data will store inside this backend or database? Guys, any
Sir,
query in
it
this
will,
part?
sir,
Yes,
it will always store in table.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, it is always saved like in this tabular form only, or is there any type of thing?
Table format. RDB means it will store the data in the table format. I will give you the definition, guys. When time will come, then I will give the difference between DBMS and RDBMS or Oracle. There is a huge difference between here, right? You just try to understand. This is the, now this data will store inside this backend in the table format because we are using RDBMS, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, guys, draw this, draw like this only on your copy. You just draw. Done, everyone? Hello, shall I erase?
Yes, sir.
Everyone done or not?
1 minute, sir.
Okay. Guys, are you feeling the boring, right? Because I am starting from the scratch, right?
No, sir.
No, sir. Very interesting, sir.
Guys, just try to understand, okay? This is the basics, how data will store inside this backend and what is the database architecture. Done, everyone? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone done?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys.
Hello,
Then
sir.
make the heading. Yes, yes.
Sir, this is save. Save button, please.
Hmm?
Sir, this button is save or create.
Anyone understood his
Cancel,
voice?
cancel.
Cancel,
Content.
cancel.
Cancel.
Yes, cancel. Save and cancel.
Yes,
Guys,
sir.
I'm trying to write by the mouse. Okay, that's why I told us so many times. They gave me on pen tab. And they are not giving. Okay, guys. Then make the heading database architecture. Database architecture. Database architecture will use database architecture will use SQL to maintain use SQL to maintain and manage the database. Guys, I'm giving this definition itself, right? Yes, just try to understand. Database architecture will use SQL to maintain and manage the database. Okay, this is the definition. And see, importance of the SQL. Then make the heading important of SQL. To create a database. To create a database, then to to insert and a new data into the database. Okay, then make to create a table. Okay, then make delete comma no delete the unwanted data from the database and update the existing data. Update the existing data. Fetching or retrieving or modifying the data in a database. Okay, guys, write down this one. After the architecture, write down this one. Importance of SQL. To create a database, to create a table, to insert a new data into a database. Okay, I just give after this table. Okay, and delete the unwanted data from the database, update the existing data, fetching or retrieving or modifying the data in a database. This is the importance of SQL. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then, guys, history of SQL. Shall I explain or not? History of SQL. SQL was invented by the person called Raymond Weiss, right? The SQL was introduced in the year of 1970 by the company called IBM. In the year of 1979, SQL will get the ANSI standard. There is the on version was there, ANSI version, right? In the initial stage, the name of SQL. That time there is the SQL name is the SQL, right? Then SQL is a SEQUL, right? It's full form of Simple English Query Executable Language. Initially, in the initial stage, the name of SQL is SEQUL. Full form. Simple. Simple query executable language. Okay, this is the history of SQL. Done, guys? Hello. Till now done?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. 1 minute.
Okay. Ramakant, hello.
Yes, sir.
Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, everyone done? Hello. Shall I move to the
Yes,
next?
sir. Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then basic technologies of SQL. Make the heading. Basic technology of SQL. Data. Then what is data? Guys, what is data? Any idea? Guys, definition of data. Hello. Guys,
Data is the collection
Data
of
is like information.
okay. Then
collection of information, sir.
yes, yes, also I'll say. Others. Okay, then I'm giving the definition of data. It is a piece of value or collection of value which is used to describe the real world object. It is a piece of value or collections of value which is used to describe the real world object. Then this is nothing but data. Data is a, guys, write down this one.
Is a piece of value? Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, it is a piece of value. I have written, guys. See the display. See the screen, guys. It is a piece of value or collection of value which is used to describe the real or object. Okay, then example. Guys, any example can give? Anyone? Any example? The data.
It's any financial data.
Age of the person, number of the person is one kind of a data.
Okay. देखो फिर मोबाइल पे ही हम लोग एग्जांपल देखेंगे क्योंकि इस मोबाइल पे सबका है सब खाना भूल जाएंगे लेकिन मोबाइल चार्ज करना नहीं मोबाइल suppose mobile there is a brand, right? There is a brand, one brand is there in and suppose you went a shop for the buying a mobile, right? And you have to check at first there is a brand, which brand, right? Brand. Okay, then after that, okay, suppose there is the 3 or 4 brand is there. Samsung, Vivo, Apple, there is a 3 brand is there, right? And then what you will check, guys? At first you will check what is the brand. Then after that, suppose assume you went a shop for the buying a mobile. Then what you check? आप क्या चेक करेंगे? मोबाइल खरीदने गए हो आप दुकान में, क्या चेक करेंगे? कौन सा ब्रांड है? ठीक है, ब्रांड हो गया। फिर क्या करेंगे? फीचर्स कौन सा? रैम चेक करेंगे ना, रैम। अच्छा, रैम क्या है? कितना जीबी रैम है? सपोज रैम 8 GB है। डिस्प्ले चेक करोगे, रेजोल्यूशन क्या है? कैमरा चेक करोगे, कैमरा। ओके, कैमरा कितने मेगापिक्सल है? जितना मेगापिक्सल है सपोज ओके, उसके बाद रोम चेक करोगे। Okay, so this is the piece of value, right? This is the piece of value. There is a brand, there is a brand type, right? RAM, there is the 8 GB RAM. The camera, 64 megapixel is camera, and ROM is the 128 GB is the ROM. This is the piece of value. The data, it is a piece of value or collection of value which is used to describe the real world object. This is total on object, right, guys? This is on object. See, the collection of value. Collection of, this is the collection of value. Understood, guys? Guys, understood or not? What is the data? This is nothing but data. Guys, any query in this part in data? Hello?
No, sir.
Okay, so this is nothing but data. Guys, write down this one. Then after that, make the heading the database. What is database? Guys, done? This one done? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then make the heading database. Guys, what is database? Any idea? Hello?
Where is stored the data?
Yes, so where we store the data, there is nothing but database, right? Database, it is a centralized place or common place which is used to store the data. This is nothing but database, right? Guys, write down the definition. Database. Database, it is a centralized place or common place. Database, it is a centralized place or common place which is used to store the data. Okay, guys, done? Hello? Or shall I repeat? Anyone need to repeat?
No.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Can you repeat again?
Okay. Database, it is a centralized place or common place which is used to store the data. Okay. Okay, guys, then try to
Okay, sir.
understand the table, entity, and object. Table dash entity and object. Okay, then write the definition. It is combination of row and column. Make on point and write. It is combination of row and column. The one point is there, and make the second point. Table we also called table, we can also call it as entity or object. Okay, Then 3. Row is also called it as filter or object. Okay. And column.
The third one was this, sir.
A row is also called it as a object, guys. Okay. And you can also you can as a file also. No, field or object. Okay, then you can give also field. I don't know the field is field or object. Object and column. Column is also called as entity and attribute. Entity or attribute. Okay. And cell. What is the cell, guys? Any idea cell, guys? Cell means what? Cell is a intersection of row and column. Understood? Table, entity, and object. Table, entity, and object. It is a combination of row and columns. Table, we can also call it as entity or object. Row is also called it as field or object. And column is also called it as entity or attributes. Okay, this is the spelling mistake. Attributes. Attributes. Okay. And cell. Cell, what do you mean by cell, guys? Cell is the intersection of row and column. Row intersection mean what? There is the row and this is the table, right? This is the table and this is the column C1, C2, and C3, and R1. It means row one, R2, and R3. Okay, and what do you mean by cell? This is nothing but cell. Cell means it is an intersection of row and columns. This is the R1 and C2, R2 and C2, R2 and C2. This is the intersection of cell. Cell is now present R2, comma C2. Okay, this is nothing but cell. Guys, understood or not? This is called column and this is called row. This is the row. This is called column. Okay, this is the column and this is called row. अगर इधर जाएगा तो क्या आपका हो जाएगा, रो हो जाएगा. आपका इधर आएगा तो आपका कॉलम हो जाएगा. और पूरा टेबल को क्या कहते हैं हम, एंटिटी कहते हैं, और इसको हम ऑब्जेक्ट भी कह सकते हैं. इट इज कॉल्ड एंटिटी और ऑब्जेक्ट. ओके, एंड इसको हम ऑब्जेक्ट भी कह सकते हैं. समझ में आया सबको? टेबल, एंटिटी और ऑब्जेक्ट.
Yes, sir.
Any guys, any doubts in this part? Let me know. If you have any doubts,
No,
you
sir.
can. Row, column, and cell and table on object. This is the entity, table, entity, and object. Guys, understood or not? Everyone?
Yes, sir,
Guys,
understood.
sir.
okay, guys. Then I am sharing the Google form for the attendance. Guys, give the attendance, then I'll move to the next. Guys, check the chat box. I've sent it the attendance links. Please give the attendance.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, actually there is no option for data science team 15. So what should I write there?
Also, team 15, there is no option, guys. Okay.
Okay.
You just put give and do one thing. You can select the team 16. Okay, then I will update the next class. Just
Okay,
keep
sir.
today.
Okay, sir.
Given.
Everyone given attendance.
Yes, sir.
Sir, done, sir.
Everyone done?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, then write down, guys, this one. Then after that, make the heading schema. Guys, this is called table, right? This is called table. And make this only, like this only. And this is called cell. Done, everyone? Hello. Shall I erase, guys?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, make the heading schema. Schema is a collection of, schema is a, guys, write down the definition. Schema is a collection of tables. No, sorry, database. Schema is a collection of database. Schema is a collection of tables in a database. Sorry, collection of tables in a database. Schema schema is a collection of tables in a database. Done? Okay. And guys, everyone know the Flipkart app is there. Hello, Flipkart app.
Yes, sir.
Yes, in Flipkart apps there is a home page. Okay, and home page, what you seeing is there. Suppose this is the Flipkart. Flipkart. Okay. First one is a wish list is there, right? The wish list. Then add to cart. Okay. Then order. There is the one option is there, order. And there's the another option, users. And another option is rewards. Rewards. Then tracker. Track the order, right? Track the order. Okay. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 modules is there. And try to understand. This is the wish list for on table. On table is for wish list. This is on table for wish list. On table for order. On table for order. And on table for user. And on table for track order. Track order. There are 4 tables inside this database. So the schema is a collection of tables in a database. This is nothing but schema. Understood, guys? See, there is the 2 tables is there. 2 tables, all the tables inside this on schema, then collection of table. Collection of tables. This is nothing but schema. Guys, understood or not? Hello? Hello?
Understood.
Yes,
Everyone understood or not?
Yes, sir.
There are
Yes, sir.
wish list is there. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Wish list for on table. Okay. And add to cart. I have not make the add to cart order. There is the order, the one table. User for the user, one table is there. And track order, the one table is there. And collection of tables. Collection schema is a collection of tables in a database. It is called as schema. Understood or not, guys? If you have any query, you can ask. Okay, guys. Guys, write down and make write down the definition and make the example like this. Then only you will understood in future when you open your copy. Then you will understood what is the schema and why you used in schema. Done, everyone? Hello.
Sir, wait.
If you have done, let me know.
One minute, sir.
Hmm?
Sir, 1 minute.
Okay. Okay.
Sir, what is this actually? This,
Hmm?
this is what, sir? On top.
This is schema. Schema is a collection of table in a database. Collection of table means what?
This one.
There is the wish list, or there is the wish list is there, right? The wish, for wish list there is the one table. Order, there is the order, there is the one table. In data inside, storing inside this order table, right? In wish list, you have listed the many products, then it will store inside this table, right? And there is the user. Yeah, you have to provide your name and address. Okay, this is the user table, right? And track water. There is the some information storing inside this table. There are 4 tables. Suppose there is the 4 tables is called as combined in one schema inside storing in one schema in a database, right? Schema is a collection of tables in a database. This is nothing but schema. Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Done, everyone done?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then after that, write down statement of SQL, language of SQL, and sub language of SQL. Just write down statement of SQL, language of SQL, and sub language of SQL. Done. Then after that, make the heading DDL. What is DDL, guys? I'm not asking about full form. Definition of DDL. Tell me. What is DDL?
So define database or create the database by
DDL.
using commands.
Okay, write down the definition, guys. DDL. Fetching or retrieving the data. Fetching or retrieving the data from the database. Fetching or retrieving the data from the database is called as DDL. Done, guys? Then make the heading select. Then make the head
From the database.
fetching or retrieving the data from the database is called as DDL. Guys, this is the simple definition. Okay, then make the heading select and write down the definition. Fetching or retrieving or accessing.
This one.
Fetching or retrieving. Fetching or retrieving or accessing the data. Fetching or retrieving or accessing the data from the specific table is called as select.
Fetching or retrieving.
Fetching or retrieving or accessing the data right?
Yes.
From the specific table. From the specific table is called as select. Let us select, right? In select, we have three types. The write down after that. In select, we have three types. Done. Then make one projection. Second one, selection. Okay. And third one is join. Done. Projection, selection, and join. In select, we have three types, which is projection, second one is selection, and third one is join. Then make the headings. What is projection? And write down the definition. Projection, write down the definition, guys. Fetching or retrieving or accessing a data from the specific table, fetching or retrieving or accessing the data from the specific table by selecting all the columns or required number of columns. Guys, fetching or retrieving or accessing a data from the specific table by selecting all the columns or required number of columns is called as projection.
Selecting.
Guys, everyone able to understand, or am I audible to you guys? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anyone, please check your internet connection. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm removing this one. And see, suppose there is the example. I have given you the example, right? Yes.
The projection is fetching or retrieving or accessing data from the split table by selecting the
by selecting all the columns or required number of columns. Then I'm giving you example, then only you will understand, guys. Just try to understand. Suppose the C1 and column 1, right? Then C2 and C3 and C4. There are 4 columns is there, and plus R1 and R2 and R3. There are 3 rows is there, and make on schema. This is the schema. Try to understand. This is the schema. Okay. And C1 and C2 and C3 and C4. I have taken the 4 column, and R1, R2, R2 and R3. There are 3 row is there and 4 column is there. Okay. This is on schema. Okay. So try to understand fetching or retrieving or accessing a data from the specific table. This is one table, right? This is the specific table, and by selecting all the columns, or required number of columns. Guys, try to understand. There is the four column is there and 4 row is there. 4 row is there. Okay. So by selecting the required number, all the columns by and required number of rows, this is nothing but projection. Okay. See, then C2 plus R1, R2, R3 and R4. R3 and R4, right? This is the selected the number of column. Selected number of column. Number of column means I have selected the one column, right? The one column and the total number of row. So number of column. So this is not a projection, guys. If I fetching or retrieving or accessing a data from a specific table by selecting all the columns, but here I have selected one required number of columns, but this is not a projection. The definition of projection is fetching or retrieving the data, or fetching or retrieving or accessing the data from the specific table. This is the specific on table, and by selecting all the columns or required number of row, but here the required number of column and all the row. This is not a projection. You just write down, guys. Write down this word. Then I'll give one more example for the projection. The all the column is selected. Then I'll give you one more example. Just write down this one. Then I'm making your hair. So C1 and C2, C3 and C4 plus I'm selecting R1, R2 and R3. This is the wall column. By selecting all the column on required number of row. Required, there is the 4 row is there, but I have selected only the 3 row. This is nothing but required number of row. Understood, guys? Understood or not? By selecting all the columns and required number of row, this is nothing but projection. All the column selected. Okay, guys, write down. This is nothing but projection, and this is not a projection. Guys, understood what is the difference between the projection
Yes,
and
sir.
non-projection? Any query in this part, guys? Hello? Any query? If you have any query, you can ask. Understood or not? What is the projection and definition? And this is the example. Try to understand, guys. Projection is the fetching or retrieving or accessing a data from a specific table, means one table, right? By selecting all the columns or required number of row. By selecting all the columns, it will select all the columns C1, C2, C3, and C4, and plus required number of row. Required number of row, there is the 4 row is there, but I have selected the 3 row. This is nothing but projection. Okay, then I'm giving you the syntax, guys. Write down this one. Done or not?
Done, sir.
Everyone done or not? Shall I erase
Yes,
it?
sir.
Okay. See? Okay, then syntax. I'm giving you the syntax. Syntax of the projection, guys. Write down the syntax of the projection. Select star or column name. Column name means I'm giving the short form is CNS. This is the column name. Okay, or expression. Expression or alias name. Okay, or distinct or from the table name. From the table name. Okay, this is the syntax of projection. Guys, write down the syntax. Done everyone? Hello, have you
Yes, sir.
done or
Done.
not? Okay,
In 1
then
minute,
I'm
sir. In 1 minute.
Okay, write a
Sir, what
query
is
to
CN, sir? What is CN? Sir, what is CN?
which one? CN, column name. Column name. Column name. Okay, guys, this is the syntax, right? And I'm giving you one questions. Write a query to display. Write a query to display student ID, student name for all the student. Guys, write down the questions. Write a query to display. Write a query to display student ID, student name for all the student.
So write a query to display.
Hmm?
Write a query to display.
Sorry.
So write a query to display, then
Write a query to display student ID and student name for all the students. Guys, I am making on table for your understanding. S ID is the column, right? And S name. S name on column and department and gender. I have taken 4 columns. This is on table. This is the student table. Table name is student. Table name is student, and I have taken the 4 column name, SID and name and gender. Okay, suppose SID is 1, it means student ID is 1, and name I've given the Alia. Alia is the name. Department CSE. Okay, and this is the female. This is gender. I've taken on mode. Ayush. Department mechanical engineer. This is the male. Okay. Then I have taken the one more student, Ram. Is a civil engineer. Civil engineer, male. Okay. I've taken one more student, Sam. There are 3 students is there, and the ECE is there, electrical and communication. Okay, ECE. He is also male. Okay, this is on table called student. Table name is student. This is the S ID 1, 2, 3, and 4. There is a 4 student, and 4 name is there, S name, and department, and this is the gender, right? So what I have given the question, guys. Anyone can repeat again? What is the question? Hello.
write a query to display student ID and
Sir,
student
write a
name for
query to display student name and student ID for all the students.
For all the students. Okay. Then this is the query. Query. Select. Select. Guys, try to understand the syntax. Select SID. All the student. So what I have to use, guys? Star. And I just want to take only the student ID and student, right? Then why I use star?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And SID. Select SID, comma, S name. S name from student table, right? from student, then termination. Done? Then understood, guys? Write a
Yes, sir.
query to display.
Yes, sir.
Write a query to display student ID, student name for all the student. Okay, then all the student name and ID only it will get execute. Okay, then what is the order of execution? It will fetch at first there is the from the student table. It will finding out at first will student execute first this one. Execute and this one second time. 2 times. First this one and second this one. I understood, guys. And what is the output? Guys, how is the output? Anyone can
So
tell?
just only show student ID and student name all the table.
SID
And his name.
and S name. All the table. Oh, wow. This is the table, right? One table. All the record. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you just write down the name. This is the output. Guys, understood or not? This is the simple program. This is the simple query. Guys, understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Guys, write down on your copy as it is. Write down. Then I will explain what is alias name, what is distinct. Okay, just try to understand this much only, then I will explain all those points. Okay, you just try to understand this is the column name. I have given SID and S name. This is the column names. Okay, I haven't mentioned any expression because there is a no condition till now is there. That's why I haven't given any expression. This is the alias name, right? Then I will explain what is the alias name and what is the distinct clause. Then I will explain. Okay, just write down as it is. Look at the displaying. Just write down. Guys, everyone understood or not? If you need the explain on second, then I'll explain. Don't worry about this. टीम 17 से कौन कौन है? टीम 17. हेलो, डेटा साइंस टीम 17. शुभंकर और श्रेया, दीप्त. आप लोगों को समझ में आ रहा है? शुभंकर, are you understood or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everyone understood? Shreya?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, guys, write down. Then I'm giving you a note, then I'll stop you. Done? And make a note only there. Okay? The note. Are you aware of the note? This is the note given the dangerous. Note that. You have to note that display should be present in select clause. Display should be present in select clause. Table name should be present in from clause. Table name should be.
What, sir?
make this like this only note. Then after that you have to write display should be present. Display should be present in select clause. Display should be present in select clause. Table name should be present. Display should be present means this one, right? Select ID and this one only the displaying, right? Then SID and S name. So that's why I've given the notes. Display should be present in select clause. This is the select clause, and it should be present in the select clause display. Whatever you want to display, then you just mention in the select clause. Display should be present inside this select clause, and table should be present in from clause. This is the from. Okay, done. Done, everyone? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you. Bye bye. Tata.
Thank you, sir.
Good night.
Thank you,
night.
sir.
Good night, sir. Good night, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good night, sir.
Good night,
Good night,
everyone.
sir. Good night, sir.